Hey, fourth graders, Mr. Bell here. All right, it's that time of the year to get into some holiday projects. All right, well, this one right here is the three-dimensional paper snow globe. So you will be using construction paper, pencil, crayons, markers if you want, and piecing together a three-dimensional paper snow globe. It has height, length, and width. Got height, it has length, it has width. All right, think about that on this project, and about what kind of scene that you're going to want to have inside your snow globe. So you want it to look like, you shook it up and the snow is falling, so make sure you have snow on here. I'll show you some different examples of ones that I've done. And you can use any of these examples if you want, or make up your own. It's okay with me. And do different things in this part also. And pause the video anytime you want. Rewind, go back to parts of it, and work at your own pace. Okay. Well, first you're going to need a sheet of white paper. I wouldn't use anything thinner than construction paper. If you use regular white computer paper, you're going to run into some problems. So first thing you want to do is fold your paper in half, open it up, find something circular to trace. This is a old butter bucket. That's a good size. And a lid. Hold that down. And then what you want to do next is you want to trace. I'm not doing anything on this side of the paper because that's going to be used for another part of the project. All right. And inside this circle is where you want to design what your picture is going to look like. So put some snow down here. Don't go too high with this because you need to have room to put your snow dots and anything else. And just start designing whatever picture it is that you want to show in your design. All right, once you have all the pencil part all done and your drawings finished, then you can start coloring. Markers or crayons or colored pencil, whatever you have to use to color it. I left some parts white here because that's where there's snow on the tree. And you just keep working on this, get it all colored in. Get some blue. Don't worry if you go past the edges, you're going to be cutting it out anyway. Again, you don't have to do this design. You can do whatever design you want, just like I showed you all those examples at the beginning. Work on the sky and make sure you show where your snowflakes are going to go. I'm going to put these on here ahead of time so I know to color around them and leave them white. The paper's already white, so you don't need to color white crayon. Okay. Keep on coloring. Keep on coloring. I'm going around my snowflakes. I like to trace them first, then color around them. On circling and coloring. And if you color the background nice and hard, then the snowflakes will show up better. They'll pop. Everyone will be able to see them better. Okay? Now once you have that part done, I'm going to go ahead and cut this paper in half. And Next, you're going to cut this circle out. Take your time, get it as circular as you can. Try to stay right on the edges and cut all the way around this circle. There we go, all cut out. Just scrap paper out of the way and get the other half of the white paper. Put your glue on the back of this one. Don't get too close to the edge, because when you push it down on here, that glue's going to spread, so be careful. Alright, and get some in the middle here. Flip this over, lay it down in the center, push it down. I gotta put a little too much glue here, but it'll come off. I can wipe it on this scrap paper that I just crunched up. There we go. All right. Now we are going to do this part, the outer white edge. Makes it look a little bit more like glass, at least the best we can. And just start on the side and go towards it, and then make sure you're keeping this white edge around the outside an even width. Try to keep it the same. Don't get too close to your drawing, because you want this to look even all the way around, keeping this circular shape going. So don't do this part too fast. I'll go kind of fast to save time for the video, but alright, there we go. That's good. Get some of these crayon flakes off of here. Alright. Now we are ready to do this part and this part. So we need one of these, and we need one of these, because this is going to get glued onto there, and this is going to get glued to the back. So we can make a stand so it'll stand up. Okay, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do next. Alright, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to use a brown sheet of construction paper. If you don't have a brown sheet of construction paper, you can use another color, or you can use a white sheet of construction paper and color it brown first with marker or crayon. I would use crayon to make it brown. Or if you want your stand to be white, then just make your stand white, because you can always color it and add patterns to it and whatnot. Anyway, this is what you do with your next sheet of paper. Excuse me. Fold it in half, just a hamburger fold. Open it up. Cut right down the middle. Save one half sheet, just put it to the side, because this is the one you need. Now you're going to fold it again. And cut this piece in half. This will give you two pieces that are approximately 4.5 inches by 6 inches. Okay, 4.5 by 6, 4.5, by 6. All right. Now each one of these pieces you need to fold in half. Press it. And the next piece. Match it up and press it. Now you are going to take one piece, make sure it opens on the right, and it's folded on the left. Go to about the middle and make these levels. 1, 2, I'm going to go over here near the corner. 3. There we go. And I'm going to cut it right on that pencil line that I made. I'm trying to make this look like the wooden base that the snow globe would sit in. A real snow globe, of course, is a sphere. It's round like a ball, and it sits in a wooden base. But Ours is kind of flat, but it's still 3D. Except for the drawing on the front, that's two-dimensional, but the whole thing together is three-dimensional. Alright, and there's some scrap paper. Put that to the side. I have this. Now if you want to go ahead and add the lines in there, you want to do that ahead of time. Or any kind of design or pattern that you want. There's different ways that you can do this part. It's up to you. Okay, you can use other colors too. And I'm going to make this one slightly curvy. Just a little bit. You know, if you want to put some little dots or patterns in there, feel free. It's up to your creativity. Alright, I've done that in this one. And now I am ready to glue it down near the bottom here. I'm going to put some glue on the back of this. Not on the whole thing, because I only need glue up here near the top. Because that's the part that's going to touch this. Make sure it overlaps a little bit. Hold it down. If any glue squirts out the back like this, you can get some scrap paper and wipe it up. Keep it clean. Alright, now that part's done. Now we are going to do the back part. And I'm going to show you how to make one of these. You have the other piece. Now you want to take this, turn it this way so it opens and closes like this. Fold it up. Press it. Make sure it's, even and matching on the sides and the top. Flip it over. Fold this side up. Now if you don't have a stapler, then you want to do this. It looks kind of like a letter M. Okay, up, down, up, down. In this part is where you want to put some glue. And then squeeze it and go like this. If you have a stapler, you don't have to bother doing that glue. Anyway, when you're finished, it looks like a letter T. You could do this instead. You could get a stapler. Staples in there. That'll hold it together too. But alright. Now it looks like this. And I'm going to make these shorter. I always like to do this afterwards. There we go. Scrap paper. And it'll look like this. Okay? These two parts, that's where you want to put the glue. But first, this is an important part. Before you put glue on there, turn it this way. See, there's the staples. That's the flat part up there. You want to do an angle like that. I like to do one over here too, in case it gets upside down on me. So then it'll look like this. Angled, angled. And there's a good reason we're doing that. So when you put your snow globe together, it goes at an angle like that. And put some glue. Put some glue. Take this piece, flip it over. Match this right in the middle. Right straight up through the middle. Make sure it's lined up across the bottom. Once it's in the right place, you can press down. Alright, see that? Lined up. It's not going past it. So when you flip it this way, nothing's going below. Okay. Sit down good. And it'll stand up. That's why we have this angle here. So it can lean back like that and not be totally straight because it'll fall over. There you go. That's it. Alright. You decide what design you want to have. You can rewind to the beginning again if you want to see some of the other designs I showed you, but it's up to you what design. Just make sure it has snowflakes. Shake it up. And the snow's falling down in your snow globe. Alright, have a good time with this. Can't wait to see what you come up with. Bye-bye.